All right, guys, a very good evening all to you all again. We're all happy to have you here on board. It's been a while. I have here with me my amiable brothers, Mr. Remi, Mr. Tomichi, and Mr. Ramon.
Yeah.
You're all welcome to another beautiful session. After this Ballon d'Or program, so many controversial issues have been going on about this person deserve this one, this person deserve this one, things like that. It kind of be like say this Ballon d'Or itself is like there is politics inside. This thing is no longer being done the way it used to be before. It comes like as if there are some people that deserve it, but they are not being given seriously. Now, looking at the Ballon d'Or rating, definitely all of us we all knew that Dembele ought to win it, and to God be the glory, he won it. But after Dembele, we want to be like say the other ratings wey follow am, e no suppose be. There was this issue that Lamine Yamal. How come Yamal is being rated ahead of Rafinha, his own follow? Because if you look at the stats, the stats are there though. If you look at the stats, UCL highest assist, league high goal scorer, Rafinha has it. But we don't really know, maybe there are other criteria we are really using because they now rated Yamal ahead of Rafinha. So the issue now is that is Yamal being overhyped, or indeed he's an upcoming gem, and especially in this Ballon d'Or nomination that was done. Now we bring a come na table as we talk about our own view too. On our two now, tell us what you feel about the matter for the comment section. So my brother Mo start. So what do you feel about these recent issues now going on about this Yamal being rated ahead of Rafinha in this Ballon d'Or program that was just being concluded on Monday?
If I go say the truth, I think the problem comes from the Barcelona fans. Anyway, because Barcelona fans have always been pushing Yamal. Yes, that's the truth now.
Tell everybody about it, Javi.
Yes, they've been pushing Yamal instead of Rafinha. Because looking at what he has done, what Rafinha has done last season, this is goals contribution. That's too much for him not to be at the top three. And I think one thing about Ballon d'Or is PR.
Yeah.
Once you don't have the PR, it's difficult for you to win anything.
People are saying back at pushing the wrong PR.
Even to some extent, I noticed Chelsea fans. Yes, the Chelsea fans. When they were at the back of Kumba. Kumba would have gotten to that stage, if not for the PR.
Even that one self is there, that how Prama did top 8. You see this, you shock everybody like this.
But let's leave PR aside. I think the journalists that voted didn't do well. And over the years, we're only talking about the credibility of Ballon d'Or. And if you look at it, even the previous year too, it was not credible. Taking the previous ones too, it was not credible too. And this one happening now, I feel like it's just an eye opener based on what Rafinha has done. And being in the fifth position, no, I don't think is a very good thing. I think the journalists, they need to do better. And also too, I feel like Yamal, is an exceptional player. But I think last season, the goal contribution that he had last season is kind of, it's small, but then Yamal is a very flashy player.
Yeah.
He's a very flashy player, and he has the PR. So once you don't have the PR, I think
back
you can forget about it.
Be a problem.
Yeah.
I think that is the
problem.
That is where the issue is coming from. That's where the issue is coming from. Because even though, despite that, football is a teamwork now. All these things that Yamal did is together with Rafinha.
Even the ones that are talking, Yamal, there are still other players that are there. I don't expect the likes of Kopama to be ahead of. No, I'm serious. Be ahead of Pedri. What did Kopama do? Yes, now from beginning of the season, I think he only played well from the beginning of the season.
And
after that time,
he got an injury.
Forget injury. He went off and came back when was it during the Club World Cup and lifted the trophy, and he's at 8. Lots of Pedri should be ahead of him. So I don't think the credibility of Ballon d'Or is because they know that they fucked up last season, and that's why they gave it to Dembele. If not for that, I feel like they would have given it to Yamal.
No more.
Yes, now.
That's a while for both that they be that too.
Well, yeah. I'll say Dembele actually deserves it. It's a well-deserving award for
that one. Say everybody know that one. Yeah. And you should know that Yamal and Rafinha.
I will still blame Barca PR this time around. They got it wrong for pushing the wrong player. looking at what Rafinha did for them throughout last season, scoring so many goals, having so many goal contributions, and this thing, I would say they actually pushed the wrong player. And Yamal, well, at his age, at that 17, is a very phenomenal player. And looking at what he played, he's a kind of player, when you watch him play, he used to they drag this attention.
Yes.
Now waiting actually Barca fans when they rally their player. Looking at waiting engineering stuff the other time, I think the journalists, I don't know what is actually wrong with them this time around. What did they want to achieve? Last year, Ballon d'Or, they got it wrong by giving it to the wrong player, Rodri. Just because we started hearing about Rodri. I think it was during Euro.
Yes.
Last year, because of his Euro performance last year. He didn't actually, this is somebody that did not even win Premier League Player of the Month throughout last season. And you went ahead to give him the Ballon d'Or. So this time I think, me, as a Manchester United fan, I don't actually like Barcelona. That's just the fact.
Who go like Barca?
Lamine Yamal, I won't call him an overhyped. He's a very spectacular player. But I think Lamine Yamal does not even deserve a top 8 spot in that this thing.
Yes, now.
He's just a normal regular winger that has, look at all the wingers that performed last season. Lamine Yamal does not push staff more than them. Olise in Bundesliga has more goals more than him, and he performed very well. Coming to La Liga, Rafinha had more goals more than Lamine Yamal. Even when Vinicius, there are a lot of wingers that does well, but because of how he performed at that his young age, I think that is where Barcelona.
Sorry to add this too. I want to add this too. Champions League, I think Rafinha was the best player in Champions League.
Yes.
If you are the best player, if you are the best player in the Champions League, and also in La Liga, you are the best player, then what's the sense of having Lamine Yamal ahead of you?
Ahead of him, imagine.
I think Barca
Seriously, I think
they actually got it wrong. Yeah, they actually got it wrong.
All right, come on.
So, like everybody has said, I still. Ballon d'Or has been has been controversial. The winners have been always they have always been controversial over the years. So I don't really have much to say to that. But I feel like you all said, I won't say Barca made a wrong decision by pushing Yamal. But what I would say is, because if they had pushed Rafinha won't win the defense. It doesn't. At least Rafinha will. How would I put it? Rafinha will be a deserving second position compared to Yamal. Yes, but he won't win still. Dembele is a worthy winner, and it is clear to everybody.
We all see that one now.
But Barcelona pushed Rafinha. It will have It will have showed a deserving second position. Because to be sincere, I feel the only reason why Yamal is making that wave is because of his age. Any other thing, I don't see. Because he had how many goals last season? I think 14 goals.
8 goals, 8 league goals.
8 league goals.
I think another
competition, 6 or so.
Yes.
So I still don't see why he's worth that distance. Because the truth is, there are many wingers that have done what he did last season.
Yes.
And still they did not win.
Even Mo Salah.
You understand?
Mo Salah, exactly.
So I don't understand why he's at that position. That's what I would say. I'm not saying winning now because Dembele is a deserving winner. You understand? So, but for that position, I don't think in that position. Mo Salah did well last season.
Mo Salah came fourth now.
Yes. People that did well after him. Mo Salah did well. Rafinha that we are debating on did well. Olise, like you said, did well. PSG's winger.
Yes,
Doué. I also did this thing. So I don't see why Lamine Yamal should be second. But like I said, when we were watching the show, I told people this thing is looking like Lamine Yamal's Ballon d'Or for next year. It's like they are pushing him to get it
towards next year.
Because now, obviously, you saw that Lamine Yamal came second this year, and he's still doing the same thing with probably maybe a few starts to add to what he had. We are saying he has 14 goals now. He had 14 goals last season. Let's say this season he's having like maybe 17 or 18 goals. It's probably maybe 16 or 18 or 15.
They can't shock you say back and self win Champions League.
Or the Champions League final.
They don't finish.
You don't understand. And Spain is there for him too.
What cup is coming again?
You understand? So I feel it is like a push to that position towards next year. You understand? So, and I still don't blame Baka because like they used to say, like their fans will say, that they are pushing their boy, the Marseille boy, their own boy.
No, I don't think that.
You still no, I'm not. You don't get what you don't get what I'm saying. I'm not saying it is right. I'm just saying by their own standards, they feel they are pushing their.
That's not the reason. So the major reason is because they've seen a player like Messi.
Because of
that's the idea now. That's yes. By saying like you understand what I'm trying to say is most of them that are my friends don't tell me because it's like Messi because obviously they are setting him up for drugs. You understand? But if they say, oh, okay, it's a La Masia boy and likes, that's why they are pushing him. They feel I will understand. So I want to say because of that,
and one more thing is this: Lamine Yamal will not be the first Spanish footballer that they will be pushing, that they will be giving this kind of PR. Because remember the likes of Bojan, the likes of Ansu Fati. Look at where judging by their performance now in this present football world. You see, during those times they were maybe those things really go to their head. And if you are not careful, if you read the previous news, you see that you discover that even in Barcelona dressing room, Rafinha and Lamine Yamal, they started having issues of who to take free kick, who to take I think penalty and stuff like that. And there are sometimes if you look at in the beginning of this season, if you look at Lamine Yamal's celebration, they'll be putting on crown.
You know the pass F. You know the pass
sometimes.
I'm even actually coming to that point.
I think the overhype is actually getting
because right now like this now. To me now, I feel with this issue on ground now, and with this fact that Rafinha, we feel like as if he was not rated according to what he feel he deserved. There might not be this issue coming up this season. Because normal in a team now, we need to have the star player. Everybody okay, this is the main star player. The other people are walking around, things like that. But when you now have two star players, because now Rafinha will tell you he's a star player also, not just Lamine Yamal. He's just a star player. So I'm feeling like as if it will not come to this situation whereby they will no longer be that cooperation between them again. Exactly. Not because maybe they may not start being selfish now. Rafinha might see game now that in the team on the normal norms he's supposed to pass, he want to score and put the glory into his thing. So how do you guys see that? Because to me now I'm really looking at as if care is not taken, except the management need to sit down and do something about this thing. This might really bring up a big issue between these two staff.
See, Shena like yesterday website, I follow one of my guy talk say, as we say, na maybe Rafinha, this season I will just deliberately, intentionally not perform very well for Barcelona because of what they did to, the PR that they gave to Lamine Yamal during the course of this Ballon d'Or. I will intentionally just be playing rubbish on the pitch, or just be lackadaisical in my game performance. Because that's
if you did that would
look at what he gave to Rafinha. You know, thank God you watch Rafinha play for them. I think Leeds United in Premier League. He didn't actually perform, but he gave his all the best for Barcelona last season. And yet they did not give him.
It was even in their contract that if he should win Ballon d'Or, they will give them about 25%.
Coming to Real Madrid. One of the reasons why Real Madrid boycotted last year Ballon d'Or was because one, Real Madrid, I think they pushed Vinicius and Jude Bellingham. So look at what the player of Real Madrid did to two of their players last season. Why can't Barcelona also do the same thing for Rafinha? Why would they sideline Rafinha for a 17 years old boy that he should still be growing? You should give him time to grow. He still have more age. But I think like Rafinha is I don't know how he is.
He just clocked 18 years now.
No, sorry, I mean Rafinha.
Rafinha should be, I think
28.
He's already at his peak. So this time around, he deserved that PR. Real Madrid, you could remember Benzema, you could remember Modric. So what are we saying?
But I feel Rafinha stats gives him a great consideration for Ballon d'Or this time. But we should also remember, like you said, Rafinha is 29. I'm not sure of his age, but I think he's around that age. So now we should also remember that Lamine Yamal is just 18 years old, and he has a room for improvement. And he's judging by eye test. If you watch Barcelona match, he has, how would I put it? He is more exciting in his game. He has flair to his game and things like that. So I feel, I still feel like I will still stand on it. Barcelona pushed Yamal this year, knowing fully well that he might not win it, but subsequent seasons he will.
You can't say.
He will. You don't understand. Like you can
I'm not looking at this season. I don't think this season is actually.
I want to be certain when it comes to Yamal. Like I'm not a lover of Barcelona. You don't understand.
Hold on, I got it back.
No, I know it's I know it's Baka. No, let's correct that fact. I do not it's Baka. I'm not.
Why you don't like Baka? Why you don't like Baka?
But you don't like Baka.
Why I don't like Baka?
Why you don't like him?
I don't know.
You don't know. Why you don't know? That memory is still in my head.
Like I said, any English team actually like Baka.
Like I said, I don't really like them.
Fans here too now.
Like I said, I'm not.
You know this guy against you like that now.
I'm not a.
What is the rob Chelsea? I don't know.
Like I said, I'm not a Barcelona lover. You understand? I still 2006. The 2006 still hurts me in my heart. But that's bygone. But I feel Yamal is more exciting. He has flair to his game, and what's it called? He's growing this thing. He's growing ability. So I'll learn more on the game. Gives him an upper hand, a better chance of winning in the future. I'm not saying Rafinha cannot win in the future too, but I'm just trying to say that as a younger player with loads of talent and more room for improvement, I believe the push for Yamal is not that so bad, but the hype around him.
That's great. We have to come.
But the push for this year's Ballon d'Or is not so bad. I would say it's not so bad. So
you mean this coming year?
This particular year they did.
It's
like a walk towards the future. You get what I'm saying?
I don't blame my fellow players.
You know there was it even came to the point that people believe it was
the mistake they made. See the mistake they made, like he said, they should have pushed both at the same level. You don't understand? Not leave one to carry one. You understand? Because it is obvious that Barcelona could not, and none of Barcelona player could beat Dembele. Like we said, he's the worthy winner of that Ballon d'Or. But I didn't mean they pushed both. Probably Lamine Yamal could have finished maybe fifth. Rafinha finishing third. You understand? But finishing fifth doesn't mean you don't win next year. Because like we all know, Dembele was not ranked for the last 6 years. Dembele was not in Ballon d'Or rankings for the last 6 years, and he came this last year and won. So not being ranked or ranked fifth or this thing doesn't mean you literally win. But I feel Lamine Yamal still has the room to improve over his start, and the growing consistency in his game will help him in the future.
No, me, I don't see that way because I feel like the hype around Lamine Yamal is too much, and we've seen it over the years. What the hype does to players. Players like Rashford. let's talk the truth. Rashford was supposed to be the next best player in the world. We compare him to the likes of compare the likes of Mbappe and too. Look at what he's begging Barcelona to do.
So are you thinking Yamal too might also follow that same
He's
system?
already getting to it. He's already getting to it.
At least we have been hearing
The guy,
You can't put the burden of Messi.
the guy needs
On Yamal.
handling.
You can't put it on Yamal. It's too much. He's a very young guy now. He's a very young guy. Look at what he does around. At least he heard other things that he does outside football.
And if Barcelona is
I feel we are just thinking like Africans.
See, it has happened. That played out.
Let me protest engineering point. If Barcelona is not careful in every of their games this season, Lamine Yamal might be point of target, and injury can cause a lot of damage to his performance. Going forward, he might be target, and I don't think he's as strong as Lionel Messi.
He's not a good finisher.
He's a very wasteful footballer.
Yes,
we know.
Anyways, it's not as if we are here to like look down on Yamal.
No, we are not.
Nobody's looking down.
He's a very phenomenal
I understand.
player. He's a very spectacular player.
All right. See, actually, I beg people that are doing this Ballon d'Or voting and stuff like that. It is believed that these things should be transparent. You guys, they believe in you guys. That's why they gave it to you to handle it. The journalists, the captains, or the people that are into the voting. Please, you have to do it with all sincerity, because to some extent, I feel like as if there is favoritism inside. Like people are actually like voting for, even if you know that this particular player maybe you know to do well, but because you like him.
Do you know? It is not only journalists that vote.
Yeah, the other
club captains vote and coaches vote. And so I don't see why this thing. I don't see why we still blame Lamine Yamal for.
No, it's not about
blaming.
No, like we are not blaming Lamine Yamal. Why? I feel why. I don't know why.
Because of last season,
we criticize the Ballon d'Or, the Ballon d'Or officials, or should I say the organizers?
The credibility of the.
You understand why we are criticizing the credibility of the award? You understand? Because it's not only journalists that vote.
And I feel like they have to change the measures of doing it, because
and they have a metric.
There will be sentiment when it comes to people voting for things. And if you are doing it, if the journalists are having they have the bigger say. Journalists they have bigger say in this. If the journalists are doing that, the sentiment will be there, and I feel like they have to devise another means, because if this thing will keep on going, that will happen years over years. So we need to look into it.
Okay.
They need to look into it rather.
So all right, now, as we once said, we'll air our view. Let's hear your opinion on the comment section about this Ballon d'Or issue. Whether will you like to vote for the player who is actually performing and trying to carry the club to the next level, or rather you just choose the one that people are just hyping over the social media? The comment section is open for you to drop your own opinion. Thank you.